What's up, man?
All right.
Yeah, my name's Chris, and I'm out here because this is the first step to starting something. You know, you ask the question of what are the demands, and from person to person, they're different. You know, like why everybody came out here for their own reason. Something brought them out here. Some personal obligation, some personal feeling, and you know, everybody is not really sure why, but they're out there. People are politicking right now. They're talking. They're discussing solutions that weren't discussed yesterday are coming up. You know, people are deciding within themselves what could be done, what could be done different, what is being done correctly but could be done better, you know. And me personally, I think that it's every little piece of the puzzle, you know. You got to put it together. Like the first step is how do you improve on the system that's falling apart? I personally think an easy first step, I represent the organization MassCan. We put together the Boston Freedom Rally every year. We just had it earlier this month. And I think, myself personally, a good first step is correcting certain laws such as marijuana. And if you cleared up the incarcerated out of that system that was there strictly for marijuana purposes, you clear up millions of dollars in incarceration. If you turn something, one of the largest cash crop almost in the United States into a usable commodity, then you're creating jobs for people. You open up the hemp industry, and you're turning that into another commodity, another industry. You're creating jobs, and you're clearing up the waste out of the system so much that it's like that's just a first step, you know. And you take that idea and you apply it and you make it, and then you take somebody else's idea of what they might think that's, you know, very doable, and you apply it, and then these steps build into the change. Like everybody's screaming for change, but nobody knows how, you know.
But what do you think about ending corporate personhood?
You know, the corporate, they're self-serving, you know. It's so, like, how do you take on a corporation? Like, everybody's out here screaming about corporations. We're drinking, everybody's eating running to McDonald's, you know, and everybody's, you know, all these little local stores right now are getting a boom out of us, you know. It's like we're supplying the machine. How do you not supply the machine when it's so, when it encompasses everything? Like, you know, you can't even revolt without, you know, supplying, you know, an economy.
But do you think if corporations were denied the same rights as individuals, which right now corporations are given the same rights of individuals, do you think if they were denied the same rights as individuals, that we could start to approach a more fair system?
I mean, that's a first, like, the ideology of that's very, you know, like, commendable. But then when, like, you know, the sad thing is, like, we're a burden to our own freedoms, you know. Like, these corporations have the freedom to do what they want to do. We have the freedom to do this, you know, peacefully. And like, that's one of the biggest issues. Like, I'm not saying it, like, we got to learn how to work around that. We got to find a system that's more applicable to our situation. Everybody in America wants to be socialist until it comes out of their pocket. You know, they want a socialist type democracy where, you know, when they need the help, it's there for them. But nobody wants to foot the bill when they don't need the bill. It's not on their mind. They don't think about it like that. You know, and it's just, it's sad that way, you know. How do we combat the corporations? You start here and now like this, because they're going to serve themselves and they're going to best serve their interests. If, you know, the politicians that come out here and start supporting this, they're going to do it when this becomes a viable platform for them. You know, they're not going to do it until, not many people are going to put their hat in the ring for this right now and support it until it's worthwhile to them, you know. And that's the same thing with, you know, when you're combating the corporations, it's just the same thing. You got to figure out the best way to combat them, because going at them head on, they're gonna win, you know. But this is the beginning, right here, right now, and it's only gonna grow. It's growing state to state, you know, city to city, and I mean, personally, that's what I think. It's gonna be a slow progression. You know, it's chess, not checkers, and diligence is what's gonna, you know, win this. They're gonna ignore us until they can't ignore us. Tomorrow morning, Monday, it's interesting to see what's gonna happen tomorrow morning. Are we gonna You know, are we going to stand by our convictions and be here next week and the week after if that's what it takes? You know, I think we will be. We got to just stick to it, and diligence. Diligence is the key.